Tight Poker News has been at the front of the rail this year with some of the biggest moments in poker. But which are the top 10? We're here to cheer your holidays with our rundown of the best action seen at the felt in 2023. From hitting the nuts to a ringleader and a lion that cannot be tamed, our roundup of the last 12 months contains some poker nuts, such as Phil Hellmuth, Jungleman, and Kid Poker, who more than lives up to his name. It's all in this year's Tight Poker News 10 biggest moments in poker.
Ace-7 deuce.
We start at number 10 and the World Series of Poker in Las Vegas. Back in July, the main event was cruel to Andreas Kniep, who got pocket aces and celebrated like he'd won the world championship. Kniep was taken out by ace-deuce, and the crowd went wild.
Ladies and gentlemen, the king of the jungle is in the house.
Entering the main event is, for some, a simple process of stumping up 10 grand. Not for the poker brat. Phil Hellmuth returned to his annual tradition of making a big entrance into the World Series of Poker main event, showing up as a ringmaster surrounded by 17 models, one for every bracelet. His pet lion was another big name and the true king of the jungle.
There's the call!
Hey, call?
Call.
Tom Dwan has just won the biggest pot in the history of televised poker.
Tom Dwan has been around the block in poker. He might have thought he'd seen it all until this year. On the Hustler Casino live stream, Durr made the sickest call of his poker career and won the biggest pot in televised poker history. Dwan took $3.1 million with 2 pair?
I am here with Lou Garza and fiance. Can you take me through how you got engaged?
Another of our favorite WSOP moments is at number 7 on our list. Lou Garza broke with tradition when he decided to propose to his then-girlfriend, not in a beautiful location on a romantic getaway, but at the final table of a bracelet event. It's just totally inappropriate. You get a ring in the WSOP circuit events.
Like, there were a lot of discussions about whether he was marking cards.
I mean, Al's had enough. He's over the antics.
I think it's ridiculous that he's allowed to play in the tournament.
And number 6 on our list is one of the most controversial moments of the year, as Czech player Martin Kabrhel was caught allegedly marking cards, then looking at them when another player held them. Looking back, he has all the hallmarks of a supervillain: a reputation for angling other players, a haircut that needs serious work, and an underwater layer armed with ground-to-air ballistic missiles. Probably.
Whoa! Whoa!
Was that a shot to
the?
Did you catch that in the background?
Whoa!
Oh, this guy's going down.
At number 5 on our list is one of the hardest hitting moments of the year, as close to the final table in one bracelet event, one unfortunate spectator took the gut shot of a lifetime as he was hit by the nuts in the worst way possible. And he didn't even win our moment of the year. We almost can't bear to watch. Almost.
Whoa!
Was that a shot to the?
And Botez again. Are you kidding me?
What, like ace-9 off? 600,000 now? Oh,
Top 100 female poker earner! 4th on our list is a player who has burst onto the scene in 2023. Alexandra Botez is a chess player and the latest poker star. She has transferred her skills from the checkered board to the poker felt with ease, crushing the Poker Stars Mystery Cash Challenge. The new queen of poker? I mean, she's got the moves.
I'm gonna go broke like this. I'm probably already broke.
Mikki Mase broke down exactly how tough poker really is in this viral clip after yet another losing session. It wasn't that Mikki didn't have a great presence at the poker table in 2023. It's just that he gave those presents away to his opponents constantly.
He bet flop, he bet turn, River King brought the hearts and everything, right? My man over here shouldn't have said this, but you go, I fold to anything.
Just missing out on top spot is one of the most successful poker players of all time, Daniel Negreanu. Also known as Kid Poker, he took on the kids when he agreed to an appearance at a home game for some teenage kicks against some gifted academics who were about to leave for college. Who came out on top? Come on, there could only be one winner.
Life is good.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa. Give me all the chips.
Our winner, or rather winners, of the most notorious moment of the year came back when Nick Airball and Matt Berkey took each other on at the felt. High-stakes clashes don't come any more spiteful, and it was Berkey who got the better of his loud-mouthed opponent. That's a wrap for the 10 biggest poker moments of the year. Do you want some more? Head to our site and follow us on social media for the latest poker news, tips, game guides, and much more in 2024. Happy New Year.